Good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. Um, so the live stream had to be canceled. But uh, we have a New York Open in a few minutes right now, so kind of waiting on that. But what we can see right now for NQ is that it kind of pumped up during Asia at Open. I haven't checked out the Heat map bot right now, but I can go and see if we have that we anything that got alerted for any of the pairs, the main pairs, right? So let me take a look at it. So there's actually a C grade low for Dow. Oh, there's a. Let me see. C grade. And Q is a C grade high right now, but it's so close to it right now that it's not even worth longing at the moment. So no weak lows for NQ at the moment. No weak lows. Same thing for the S&P. Well, there is a B grade low. Wait, this is I'm trying to see. Never mind. What did I get taken? No. B grade low. So 121. Wait, what? Okay. Let me see. C grade high. Where's my line? P grade low. Oh, P grade low. All right. And let me see. For NQ. NQ had a D grade, F grade high, F grade high, C grade high, C grade high. Oh, what's about to get taken? I think thou might be a little bit better today. So I think the high that it just printed made a C grade high. So this is a new C grade high that just got printed a few minutes ago, but we also have a C grade low for Dow at 49492. It's probably around the time ES developed that weak low as well. 492. It's surprisingly enough that it did also create equal lows below. So this is a C grade low. C grade high, I believe. My only worry is that NQ did not make any weak low. I think Russell might have also made a weak low. So weak low for Russell, S&P 500, and the Dow Jones right now. All of them have also a weak high. Uh, but let's look at my top down for YM. Oh, so we're at open now. Did it take that high? It did. I wouldn't be surprised. Wait, did it take that high? Let me see. It got taken at open. Okay. So let me do some top down right now. Daily 4 hour. Trying to see. Okay. See some stuff right now. Okay. I kind of want to see that C grade low get taken for YM. It did take that high out, and no new weak high got created. So that low is what I'm kind of aiming for right now. It should. Oh, we kind of tapped into this huge 1 hour gap right here. So what I'm thinking, as long as we don't close above what an hourly candle above this previous wick, it should at least deliver lower to the C grade low here. That would be the daily opening low as well. So it's not too far off. So it seems kind of probable that I'll go there. So it did already take that C grade high. Now I'm waiting for a little reaction from here. But other than that, how's everyone doing right now? Anyone take anything? We can look at other pairs if you guys want to. Hey Clipper, how's it going, man? Apologies for the later stream today. I just woke up really late today, so I didn't really have much time to look at any chart at the moment. But let's look at what NQ is doing and the others. Oh, okay, interesting. NQ is kind of retracing. Same thing with ES right now, but ES did not take that weak high at right now. That weak high is still intact. YM is kind of ranging at the high still. Dow, not Dow, Russell. For my metal traders out there, there is a. Oh wait, interesting. There is a weak high and a weak low for gold. D grade high apparently for gold at 3 a.m. maybe 4752. What am I tripping? 4752. Did it get taken? Oh, it got taken. Never mind. It's kind of messy, but let's focus on YM and NQ at the moment. I don't think we'll see any downside just yet for Dow unless we take that ES weak high and that NQ weak low. I mean weak high. But right now, not really doing much. So let me label that for you guys. Let me get rid of this. gold buys. Oh, nice. If you cut from like way below here, that's pretty good. And Q sells. Yeah, the only reason why I wouldn't really, um, well, two things. What we notice here is we're still kind of ranging in this 1 hour range right here. However, we did, I think, not even take that high out yet. Um, and we kind of been ranging since Friday, so I wouldn't be surprised if we just do some kind of like bullshit and just keep ranging like that till we get some news event or something comes out really important that could like just pump us out this range. But right now, longing the highs is something I wouldn't do personally. We also took all-time high, so I don't know if you guys have a style that allows you to like long at all-time high. Because for me, if I were to long here, I have nothing to target really, and I'm really not sure how to trade all-time high. But if you guys do, that's cool. Um, I'm just not a big fan of long yet all-time high. Oh, not looking good for YM. Looks like it wants higher. So let me zoom in. All right. Now that C grade high for NQ was detected at 8:36 in the morning, so about an hour ago, literally an hour ago. That's the only alert still not taken for NQ. Um, I love to see some continuation from here to take that high out. But eventually, maybe we can see some reversal with other pairs. But right now, it's just kind of slow grinding right here on the 5 minute. Now let me pull up the stats for NQ. NQ, what's the ticker? NQ1. So based on 118 occurrences for NQ, when there was a C grade high printed, or a C grade printed, not just a C grade high, but also a C grade low, we see that, let me move this here, that it hit 105 times out of 121. So pretty damn high. All of our stats right now have above an 83%, or I'd say 84 being our lowest for our performance right now. B grade being the low. It's kind of, I'm not too surprised. So if you guys are interested, let me know if you guys want to see more stats from other pairs. But if you were to join the community, I think even if you're not a member, you can check out the statistics by yourself, just with the the ticker, and yeah, you can filter it by certain grades or the certain week. Um, so that's something you guys can do as a non-member and a member. But let's take a look at ES right now. A little bit stronger than NQ. I'm gonna set an alert right there because it seems like it'll get taken out before NQ. Yeah. But nothing really crazy at the moment. Not really. The volatility is not as much as yesterday because I don't know if you guys were trading yesterday. I think like there's so many talks with Iran and like having a ceasefire and like a peace deal. And I think JD Vance was going to like Pakistan to like negotiate or something. Then that all got canceled or whatever. Then like you see like these huge like 5 minute candles. I'm just like chopping and taking everyone out. So really really tough price action here. Um, this is like post lunch session, like after 12 EST. So really really brutal price action if you were trading that, and I know a lot of people got their accounts blown just because of that. Crazy PA. Uh, just want to say that anything I say here is also not financial advice. So, or whether that's me, me showing the alert or showing my technicals or showing, where I think price will go. It's all based on my opinion. So please don't take everything that I say as financial advice, please. But other than that, yeah, yesterday's PA it was beyond cooked, including myself. I think I tried shorting RTY too early. I got stopped and ended up taking a D grade low, and it was kind of unfortunate just seeing that get hit when I got stopped out like 10 minutes too early. It happens though. All right, NQ finally starting to pump up. Let's see if ES has. Oh, it's not even moving. This market's really weird. And NQ is dumping. Not NQ. YM is dumping. Does anyone have a like a strategy to determine like how strength works across like the equity pairs? Like I know if you guys probably seen multiple times that like sometimes you'll see NQ pumping, like YM or Russell dumping, or vice versa. You'll see YM pumping, but you won't see like NQ doing anything. So it's really weird. I'm not really sure how that works to be honest, but it does tend to happen quite often. Really, really weird. That's good, George. Yeah. Um, I think I don't know. There's literally like no entry model for me here either. I'm okay missing like a day or two throughout the week. Because when I do find my ideal setup, I tend to risk a little bit more than it usually pays off for me. So I'm okay being patient and waiting for the perfect setup. Yeah, that's the thing with Wyman Russell. Um, this is really weird. Not, I wouldn't say weird, but they tend to move, quite differently compared to NQ and the S&P. Um, it can be off sometimes. Keep GXing, bro. Yeah, keep doing that, man. Well, we're only 15 minutes into the open, still kind of slowly creeping up on that C grade low, C grade high. Oh, in terms of like monthly performance, right? What month tends to be the best for you guys? I know a lot of people don't like trading towards the end of the year because of holidays and like sometimes there will be like no news events and like PA will be quite dead, like no volatility around December, like the last few weeks because of like the holidays. What I've noticed, but I think for me at least, the best months for trading tend to be towards the beginning of the year and the summer. Uh, I'm not saying like you can't trade during that like December, November, but um, I think for um, most tend to complain about the price action around that time. Yeah, I can check gold. Um, I haven't traded gold in a while. However, let's look at the weekly real quick. Just want to see what we're dealing with. Hmm. So gold, let me check for you. Um, there is a B grade high for gold. Um, 490. B grade high. If you have like a bullish bias right now, that London open I think or 3 a.m. candle um, would be your target if you have a bullish bias at the moment. There is a C grade low at 4733 right there. But I did some analysis on silver yesterday, just on my own. It kind of took my target already, so I'm not sure kind of what to expect for the rest of the week or rest of today. Um, but if you guys want to know a little bit more about how I kind of my framework behind silver and like why I was kind of looking towards this low is because at the beginning of the week we kind of opened higher up, and so one of the hardest imbalances or gaps to form on the higher time frame are the weekly candles, right? As you can see, the past four weekly candles have not formed a gap. What I mean by a gap is that sometimes market or a certain asset would like to leave a gap like that, right? So what we can see is the past 4 weeks that we kind of not made any gap or sort of gap and kind of like filled up imbalances as we were going up. So the candle formed around here Sunday, Monday, right? And so to me, I think structure on the 15 minute was starting to show some bearishness and I see the potential of filling that gap up, which it did yesterday. So to me, it seemed like we kind of filled this gap up that we created on Sunday night, and then started to form some sort of protected highs. What do I mean by that? Is that price action? It will typically show you what it wants to do beforehand, and what it wants to do here, or what it did here, is that it kind of created a series of highs that kind of respected each other and did not go beyond the previous high like that, kind of giving indication that it wants to go much lower and target the first initial impulse, or the first initial low that created the whole impulse to the upside. So the idea of there not being a weekly gap for this week was quite high in my opinion, and that coupled with the series of highs being held on the 15 or 30-minute time frame, it showed me that if it were to go beyond this high, for example, then it would be an invalid trade. So to me, same thing with this high. If it were to go beyond that, it would have been invalid. So what we saw here is kind of saw these highs get respected, and then we saw just a huge sell-off yesterday, a little bit range at the lows. You can also think of this as some area of support or resistance, right? And it got flipped, and then it traded much slower to target my initial initial low, which was that weekly rebalance, right? That's what I call it. Something I use often in my higher time frame analysis. Now, it can be used on 4-hour, 1 hour daily. However, I think the best is to use it on the hourly 4-hour time frame. But that's like a brief rundown of what you wanna, or what I kind of like want to see, especially when I'm forming my bias and like kind of finding my ideal setup. Now, that may have been a little bit too quick for you guys. However, this video will be recorded, so if you want to look back at what I said, you can do that all on your own. But yeah, again, not financial advice, but that's how I kind of trade. Back to NQ. Okay, let's see what the hell is happening. Some bullshit PA. Nothing really crazy. Nothing happening. September, October, November free. Yeah, that's. I mean, if it works for you, yeah. Well, I assume those months should be pretty good. There's not really anything happening around those months. Well, there's like Thanksgiving in November, but that's about it. I don't know if you guys do Thanksgiving in Europe. I don't think you guys do, but here in America we celebrate it on the, was it 24th, 27th, I think, of November. And YM is pumping, and Q not doing anything. Oh my gosh. Once we get marketing rolling for Q1, then I think we should have more people like within the community. A lot more content for you guys. There's a YouTube video that I plan on uploading on the YouTube channel. Not a stream, but a quick little YouTube video. But that will come sometime next week probably for you guys to watch. But if, to those that are not signed up right now, if you're on the fence of, whether you should join or not, feel free to ask anything. I will try my best to answer your question the best I can. And Q now approaching that C grade high. I hope it kind of delivers this time. We're almost at a new 4-hour candle, 10 a.m. open, so should be some decent volatility then. Let's check gold because I know someone has gold. I think that'd be it's a little kind of chopping. Then really. So just secret low. I don't really have a bias right now for gold. That's why I'm not really looking at it. But if there is a certain way you trade and it gives you the idea that it should go lower or higher based off of what you see, then this would be your targets for today, intraday. Oh my gosh, it's still chopping. Oh my gosh, this PA. Oh shit. Does everyone here use TradingView? Yes, I don't know if you guys noticed, but I think TradingView increased their monthly and yearly subscription, and I've seen a lot of people, um, like JP. I think he told me that he got converted to. Well, he's now considered a professional trader, in the eyes of TradingView. So they made him pay more for the subscription. So he's like no longer able to get the premium or the basic plan. So now he's forced to buy the was it the complete or premium plan? I forgot what it's called, but it it like it's like 60 or like even more per month, which is kind of annoying. Um, but there are like other software out there like Quant Tower. I've never used it personally, um, but I think with Quant Tower you can like kind of make your own code or make your own indicators within the app, and they have that integration. So that's pretty cool. Another thing I think other chart that JP uses is a Sierra chart. A little bit more of an outdated UI, however, it's pretty um, useful, and it has a built-in copy trader within the platform. I've never used it, and I think the if you guys are familiar with Project, no, Top Step, they have their own platform called Project X, which is not bad. So Tradeovate and Ninja Trader are actually owned by the same company. So when I was like depositing money into my live account about uh, last year, uh, I was using Ninja Trader. However, when I was depositing the money, like doing the wire transfer, it would be sent to the Trade of Eight Treasury. So that kind of gives you the like idea that they're just the same. They're the same company. They're just under two different names. So get a different audience or whatever. But yeah, they operate um, under the same company, I believe. But they're the same thing. I think Trade of Eight is a little bit outdated. Their UI. They made certain features for prop firms, like a lockout feature. However, for like Ninja Trader, I think it's quite different compared to Trade of Eight. You can also trade like just on the Ninja Trader platform, but what most people have done is they just connect their Trade of Eight or Ninja Trader account to TradingView, and they'll trade from there. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. So I usually just connect my Ninja Trader account to Trading View. Yeah. Um, I mean NinjaTrader UI isn't that bad, to be honest with you. Um, yeah, I think most people trade on TradingView anyways. I don't see really many people anymore executing on like other platforms like NinjaTrader or Tradeovate. You know, especially if you're handling multiple prop accounts. What I recommend is getting a copy trader. I know Tradeovate has their own built-in copy trader. However, it is quite not as UI friendly. So there's a copy trader out there called Tradecopia. Not not sponsored or anything, but I use it. I pay like 20 or 30 bucks a month, but the way it works is that you can sign into multiple prop firm accounts and like your with your credentials and everything, and you can like copy trade across multiple accounts. Like it doesn't have to be within the same firm, same prop firm. So you can connect like 5 accounts or like 10 accounts at a single time, and they all copy trade, and you can just manage the minis or the micros within their UI, and you can close or close your trades on there. But you would have to trade one account because one account will be the leader account for the rest of the accounts that are following. But you would need to trade that one leader account on like TradingView, and then the rest of the accounts will copy. So if you guys look for a copy trader, Tradecopia is probably one of the best right now. Yeah, I'd say use TradingView for futures. I think it just makes everything much easier. Um, yeah, but welcome to futures, man. Much better than CFDs in my opinion. Okay, so C grade high taken for ES at the moment and NQ. Oh, not NQ yet. Let's see what YM is doing. Pushing up. Okay, probably got that 1 hour closure above. Also not doing anything. Gold. Not really doing anything either. But yeah, if you guys are currently trading CFDs, highly recommend futures. The payout options are, well, the payout potentials, I think, greater. Um, did anyone long NQ though? Or the S&P? Um, that's something I would have touched because this really choppy on the 5 minute, but um, good trade if you did though. I'm sure multiple people within the Discord caught it too. I don't know when Max is gonna join me. Maybe tomorrow. 4736 for gold. Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, to that secret load that I've mentioned. I'm not really sure how to frame an idea from here though. Um, maybe it goes to that secret low. Maybe I don't know. I don't really have a bias here for gold. Oh, okay. Stuff is starting to reverse a bit now. C grade high taken. Let's see if it goes with the B grade low. I think NQ is the only pair that has not taken out its weak high. Let me just double check. Dow Jones has taken the weak high. S&P taken. Russell taken. NASDAQ not taken, which is kind of got me a little worried right now. Yeah, that's that's kind of like the whole point I want everyone to do, like just trade using their own edge or their own system, right? The toolkit should just be only used to add confluence to what you already know and what you already think is going to happen. It shouldn't be there to just like it shouldn't be treated as a like a what's the word for this, as a like an indicator, like a like signals basically. It shouldn't be treated as that. C grade high. Oh, there's a B and a C. B and a C. B grade high and a C grade low. Those are the levels right now. Just let me double check to make sure that's accurate. B grade high, yeah, detected. Yeah, B grade and C grade high detected. Yeah. There we go. C grade high taken on every pair. For equities, C grade high taken, C grade high. Why did I put C grade low here? C grade high. And I didn't mark out Russell, however, it did take it out around New York session. The only thing remaining would be the low, the C grade low for YM, B grade low for ES, right? And there's no weak low for NQ. So sometimes what you'll see is that even if there's no B grade low for NQ, but there is for the others, or something similar, sometimes you'll never see that low throughout the day. Well, something what I've noticed for equities. So we could just see a continuation for the rest of the day, or more chop to continue higher. But C grade high taken. So that is now out of 119 occurrences, at the C grade alert or C grade level has hit 104 times. Roughly about 87% strike rate. So pretty good today for those that are trading equities. Pretty good. Now, beyond this point, I have no idea what to target at the moment. We are, as I mentioned, we took all-time high. We took previous week high. So, and we took Monday high. So, what is there to be taken right now? I have no clue. Um, Now, the Nasdaq tends to gain what an average of what, like 11 to 14% each year. So you would think that um, it could still rally for the rest of the year till what? What did we start at the beginning of the year? We were on the wrong time frame. Where were we at the beginning of the year? Here. So still have a long way to go to reach that 11% average or whatever it is. So I wouldn't be surprised if NQ keeps going to 28,800 till, I don't know, in the next few months or so. So always going to be bullish. And if it's not, we are fucked. Let me fix my images. So C grade high detected at 8:30, an hour before New York Open, and at 10 a.m. or 10:07 a.m. the D grade high got taken. Or C grade high, sorry. So if you're not in the Discord, that's something how it would look like whenever there is an alert printed or a high detected or low detected. In this case, there's a high detected, and then it would tell you or alert you when that grade high got taken. Okay. So I think today might be a little quick stream. I'm not really looking to trade anything else or just stare at the chart. I did miss those buys. However, I'm okay with missing those buys just because it didn't wasn't part of my system. Um, I like certain criteria. If you guys joined late, I did kind of talk about more about my system and kind of what I expect and the criteria I look for within a trade. So the stream isn't too long. So if you want to learn more about how I trade, just go back into the stream. You'll find out what I'm talking about. I was going over the silver chart. So if you guys have any questions, I can answer them now. But if not, I'll probably end the stream soon. But we'll be live tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow. I don't know if JP or Max will join me, but I'll try to convince them. So, um, yeah, especially yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, um, for me at least, seeing these alerts printed, they will print before New York session or even during London or Asia. There will be that huge like gap in between by the time that it hasn't, by the time it's been printed and the time by the time it's been taken. So, um, don't think that you're just going to get like alerts printed whenever you're not awake or not within your trading session. When I, for me at least, I trade New York session primarily. And what I do find when I wake up is that there are still alerts not resolved around New York session. So there will sometimes more than more than always be something for me to trade during New York session. In this case, there is maybe an NQ setup, but I did not take it. But secret I taken, pretty nice. But this alert is meant for anyone that can trade. Just one session, multiple sessions. So if you're an Asia trader, there are alerts printed during Asia session. There are alerts being resolved during Asia session. Same thing for London session, and same thing for New York session. But you'll most likely won't see, which is quite rare, is that you won't see any alerts being printed, or any highs or lows being detected around New York session post 9:30 open. Um, I think just based on the data we have, and the timing, most of the alerts are detected before that, and very rarely there'll be any of the alerts detected in the afternoon New York session or after, like 10 a.m. So, yeah, I think that's about it. And yeah, highly recommend this alert system, this heat map bot, and you know, I think Friday we'll do a little giveaway. So make sure to join, and maybe a good discount for a few of you guys. And if you guys have any feedback, open up a ticket in the Discord, or if you want to talk about your experience so far with the heat map bot, we'd love to, have a little segment on the stream just so you can tell the viewers or tell the other non-members about how great of a tool this is. And I don't want to keep yapping, but I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day. We'll be back tomorrow, hopefully, with a host. So we have more topics to talk